Hey, what's the crack? The platinum trophy for this game was infuriating to get, but I also did have a lot of fun trying to get it. So if you stick around, I will show you how I got it and why it was infuriating. And this little fella here is Sackboy, and it's going to be his big adventure to get rid of all the bad guys he can from his world. There will be spoilers in this video. And now for the first trophy that was unlocked, Master of One. And how this trophy unlocks by collecting all costume pieces and not dying. There is also another thing you need to collect in this game called Dreamer Orb. And the reason for collecting these is to progress through the game. And after collecting the first orb, I got another trophy called Daydream Believer. And this trophy is unlocked by using a dream orb to unlock a path. I bet you never thought you'd see Kratos so tiny and so adorable. He also helped gain the next trophy, Bounder. And how he helped me gain this trophy was by bouncing off 30 different enemies' heads. And Kratos also had to teach this thing a lesson of not to steal his stuff. So I left Kratos behind and gained a new trophy called Squired Up. And the way I acquired this trophy was by finding a knitted nitrile in a level, which unlocks a list of time trials you will have to complete. And that is where the real fun begins. And I decided to try that fun first thing, which grants me another trophy, Knights of Gold. And how I secured this trophy was by getting gold in the first time trial. I snagged another trophy that was similar to the last, and it was called Remix Master. And this was for acquiring gold in another level that required you to go fast. I got gold on another level which helped me pocket another trophy, Fashionista. You get this for completing your first outfit, which you can earn in a level or buy in a place called Zoom Zooms. We then meet an Australian, whatever he is, called Gerald. We will be seeing a lot of him throughout the game, and he never shuts up on about his book. Well, this wasn't my proudest moment, being outsmarted by whatever in the Christ that thing was. I did eventually get the better of him and went on to claim the next trophy, Multi-Master. And this was for achieving all level goals in 10 different levels. On to the next trophy that I bagged, Bubble Binger. Obtaining this trophy was quite easy. It was just collecting a chain of timed score bubbles, and you have to do this 30 times. He was the god of war, now he is the god of bees. I couldn't think of anyone better than Kratos to help me get this next trophy. You've got potential, Squire, cause who better to help me defeat some giant creature than Kratos? I then created and saved my very own costume to get this next trophy, Icon of Style, and I call my character Hipster Make Money. Then became even more hipster acquiring a boomerang, but it did gain me another trophy, Multitasking, and this trophy was secured by defeating multiple enemies at once 10 times. And I wasn't done with the boomerang just yet, getting this next trophy, Pop and Lobber. And to obtain this trophy, you have to defeat 30 enemies from a distance. I never thought I'd play a video game where I got to play Piggy in the middle. I then slid into the next trophy, Slide Away. And to acquire this trophy, all you gotta do is slide and collect 3,000 points throughout your adventure. And now my character has to teach this fella not to take his things. On to the next trophy I conquered, Metameric Melody. And how you can pocket this trophy is by getting rid of the pest problem in Colossal Canopy. I went on to a new world, so I decided it was time for a new costume, and I want to present to you the Cosmic Hobo. I then somehow came across a character I can only describe as Mr. Krabs' Scottish cousin. I also find a new gadget to play with, which brings items closer to me, or helps me swing from things like Spider-Man. And this is where the next trophy, Gymtastic Fantastic, comes from. To attain this trophy, you have to perform 4 different moves while in midair before touching the ground. You could also just swing around like an idiot. Does it accomplish anything? No. Is it fun? Yes. Him coming out of there surprised me so much I actually hopped a little. I wasn't expecting it. On to the next trophy that was nabbed, and it was called Amazing Ace. And the way this trophy was nabbed was by completing 30 levels without dying. I couldn't tell which was worse, leaving them in the bubbles forever or taking them out and destroying them. The next trophy that was hauled in was called Sonar So Good. And the reason this trophy was hauled in was because I cleared out the bottom of the ocean of any filth that was there in the kingdom of Crablantis. So a new world means a new costume, and I'd like to show you the futuristic road man. I also got a new gadget that helps me hover along in levels like a shitty Iron Man. On to the next trophy that I unlocked, and it was called Thespian. And you unlock this trophy for creating your own emote in Zoom Zooms and then showing it off to the world. Fortnite, eat your heart out. The next trophy that was bagged was called Crash Override, and this was bagged for removing all the bugs that was in Naomi's code in the world Interstellar Junction. New world, new costume, and I have no idea what to call him, so maybe you can name him. But I'm golden with this next trophy called Golden Boy. And how you earn the trophy Golden Boy is by getting gold on the scoreboard in 50 different levels. So that means getting all the dream orbs, all the costume pieces, don't die, and get the highest score. I know this was my fault, but I still had to stand there and just say I hate this game, which I actually don't. And the next trophy that was grabbed was called Stunner. And obtaining this trophy was quite easy. All I did is headbutt my enemies, which stunned them, and I did this 30 times. And I found there was no better time to get this out of bounds trophy than with that last one. To get this one, you have to pick up an enemy and throw them off the map, which was easy to do after you stun them. Sometimes me throwing them off the map didn't work, and that little fella just got an awful gun over there. Now mind you, it's not like these lads made it out any better, and they're being attacked by one of their friends. And Gerald was back to give us our next trophy, Naturalist. And obtaining this trophy was for finding all of Gerald's secret spots. And I think he's still on about his book. The next trophy in the bag was Vex Vanquisher, and this was for beating Vex in the center of Craft World. But Vex is like a bad smell, so he never fully goes away until I got this next trophy, Verified Vex Vanquisher. And this trophy was for finally getting rid of that annoying shy Vex. And now this is where the fun begins, the time trials. But first, a new costume. I like to call him Franken-Knight. So my footage got a bit weird here with OBS. It stops at about 7 minutes 14 seconds if you want to skip. But on to the real issue, the time trials. Now, separately, these time trials were not that big of a deal. And I say separately because it leads on to my next trophy, stringing it together. And this is for getting a gold on the Ultimate Knitted Knight time trial. And that's where they put all the time trials together. And it's a lot harder than it sounds. Even though it's 10 minutes for gold, it still feels very hard to do. And with that last trophy acquire, it goes hand in hand with this next one, Book of Dreams. And how you obtain this trophy is by gathering all the stickers in one world. And then I got to show off all my skills for this next trophy, Wonder Plane Workout, which you get for completing the very last level in the game. I then went and got my friend, begrudging and all as they were, to help me get these next few trophies, starting with Stop Thief. And you get this trophy for snatching a trophy off your friend in multiplayer. Not long after that, I acquired another trophy, Fun Multiplied. And you can only get this trophy by doing a teamwork level with a friend. And as friends do, it was inevitable before I got this trophy, Slap Attack. And you get this trophy when two friends decide to slap each other at the exact same time. And of course, the slapping wasn't done there with this next trophy, Sore Winner, which you get for beating one of your friends at the end of the level as champ. It's actually a lot harder than it looks to hit your friend at the end of the level. We met up to get this next trophy up high, and this is just simply high-fiving as friends in the game. Some of these multiplayer levels are really fun, but they are also kinda tough. I then proved how much of a great gamer I am by getting the next trophy, Buddy Beater, and this is for getting the top score 20 times in different levels. My friend didn't look too happy about this, but it's okay because like this next trophy says, we're best friends. And this is similar to Amazing Ace, as in we just don't need to die for 10 levels. You know, when I said we were best friends, I meant we were close. But I didn't mean we were this close. And after that moment, we got the trophy Best Friends Forever, which was finally getting rid of Vex as a team. And of course, there was no better time to get the trophy Let's Twist Again than after beating Vex. And you get it for doing a jig with your best friend. And once again, we prove our friendship with this next trophy, Savior. And you get this trophy for saving your friend when there's no lives left and reviving them. I practically carried them throughout the whole game, so I got the trophy Beast of a Burden for actually carrying them through a level in a time trial. And over the final multiplayer trophy, it was Capitalist. And you earn this trophy the way any capitalist would, by out-earning their friends, getting the most collectibles 20 times. And what I did with all that money is earn my next trophy, Walk-In Wardrobe. And you can claim this trophy just by filling up your wardrobe with 300 costume pieces. And that is probably the best outfit I've ever made. The next trophy that was picked up was called Player's Player. And you gain this trophy throughout your journey for picking up every fish, paintbrush, and umbrella. The umbrella was definitely my favorite, just because it was more than just a weapon. You could use it and Mary Poppins around the place. And the next trophy that was conquered was called Cut It Out. And it's for completing the level Highs and Glows without using the boomerang once. And now for what was probably the most dangerous trophy, B! And I say the most dangerous because you have to earn this by carrying around a beehive while it's spitting out bees for 60 seconds, which is 59 seconds too long. Except when it does something like like this and for some reason doesn't spit them out. And then the platinum trophy was finally mine. I had to endure bee stings and capitalism to get this trophy. And I'm going to give this game rating a 6 out of 10. And it's only getting that high because of the last knitted nitrile. It is absolutely insane how hard that thing can be. So that's it guys, with the platinum trophy got, this is the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like, and if you want to see more, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and goodbye.